The question speaks like this. From following information about security X, calculate call premium by adopting binomial method. Spot price of equity share is 2000. Price of the security may increase to 3000. It may decrease to 1000. Time period of option is 1 year. Rate of interest is 25%. And the exercise price or strike price is 2200. And from this information we are required to make the computation of the premium by using the binomial method. Everybody is requested to pay attention. Let us understand, let's say, how to make the calculation of the premium in this situation. Anyone can tell me that, say, what is the new information that we have in this question? Correct answer. The spot price of the equity share is usually the information always we have come across. Time period of option, rate of interest, exercise price. We understand that, say, apart from this, the new information that we have is the price of the security may increase to a certain value or it may decrease to a certain value, like that information is given to us. In this case, how to make the computation of the premium, let us have understanding of that. Dear students, so far the working that, say, we have understood, in that, say, our focus was making the calculation of the minimum premium. So far we have not seen a question wherein we have understood that this is the premium which is supposed to be charged. Now here is the question that we are going to solve, in which we are going to understand what is the amount of the specific premium that should be charged. So that is the new point that, say, we have, say, over here in this question. Binomial method is a method in which, say, we can make the computation of the premium by using the replica portfolio method. What is the replica portfolio method? A replica portfolio method is something like this. Listen carefully over here, that basically we understand that, say, the premium amount is calculated over here, so from the option seller point of view, and the premium amount is calculated as if the option seller wishes to reach to the break-even point. With that, say, we will make the computation of the premium. So if at all I sell an option to somebody, then in that case, what is the premium that I should charge from option seller point of view? With that, say, we are required to make the computation of the premium. That is the first thing. Second thing that's over here, of course, we have to understand that, say, taking into account that the price of the equity share will be either 3000 or 1000, we have to make the computation of the premium. And so we will make the computation of the premium so that, say, it is a kind of equilibrium premium. When I say that, say, the equilibrium premium, it means that, say, calculation of such premium so that the option seller is at no profit, no loss situation. We can correlate the concept with something like this. Let's say, suppose there is a question in the capital budgeting in which you are required to decide that what is the maximum price that, say, you are ready to pay to buy a machinery. Then in that case, what do we do? So we make the computation of the forecasting of the future cash flows. That future cash flows are discounted in present value term, and present value of the future cash inflow is the price that you are ready to pay to buy the machinery. Whatever this concept that, say, we have, the same is applicable over here for premium calculation. Initially, I am dictating certain points to you, certain notes to you. Everybody is requested to go through them properly, and then whatever the questions that, say, you have, so you can ask me progressively. Right on answer? binomial method of premium calculation. In the write down first point, in case of binomial method of premium calculation, comma, we will be provided with up and down market price of security information. Second point, we are required to find premium amount from option seller point of view. Third point, in case of replica portfolio of binomial method, comma, reverse transaction is to be entered upon today for equilibrium situation. Full stop. What is the reverse transaction? I just explained that to you in like some time. The replica is also a reverse transaction. What is that? So I am explaining that to you in some time. But I am dictating a note to you, so that will helpful to you, say in your calculation of answer. That is, say in your revision. Fourth point, importantly, considering market price rupees 3000 or rupees 1000, comma, we have to find premium amount from option seller point of view. Yeah, before I proceed further, just I have a question to all of you. that can you tell me that say what can be the minimum premium for this question, and considering the points that I have dictated to you, what is the maximum premium for this question? I repeat my question. I want you to tell me minimum premium and maximum premium. Friends, over here we understand like this. As far as the minimum premium is concerned, we already have discussed a point like this. Spot minus present value of exercise price or 0, whichever is higher, is the minimum premium. Spot price of the security is 2000. Exercise price of the option is say 2200 divided by 1.25. That is converted in present value term, or 0, whichever is higher. So we understand that's over here. $2200 into 0.8, that comes to 1760. So 2000 minus 1760 or 0, whichever is higher. So 240 is the minimum premium. That is what say we understand over here. So we understand that the 2200 has a discounted value of 1760, that is deducted from 2000. So 240 rupees is the minimum premium that should be charged. Otherwise there will be an opportunity of arbitrage. See, we understand that over here we are required to make the computation of the answer from option seller point of view. That is what we understand. Further information is provided to us like this, that is say we understand we are required to make the computation of the premium so that the option seller is reaching to the equilibrium situation. As I told you, the equilibrium situation means a kind of like technically no profit no loss situation. We understand that say if at all I have sold option, then in that case I have a risk that the price of the equity share will increase. We understand that the price of the equity share is going to be either 1000 or 3000. Okay, using these prices we are required to compute the answer, because over here in case of the binomial method we are making the computation of the premium. Let's say the price is going to be either 3000 or 1000. If at all the price increases to 3000, then in that case call option holder will exercise his right? Yes. So in that case my liability will arise. What is the amount of my liability? 800. How this 800 is calculated? It is 3000 minus 2200. This is what's the liability which I have if at all the option holder will exercise his right. In no case my liability will be more than this. Again, this is the liability which is going to be there at the end of the year. So we understand that say the present value of 800 rupees, because the premium is charged today, 800 divided by 1.25, we can say that say 640. In no case the answer of the premium will be greater than 640. So we understand that over here, so the answer of the premium will definitely be in the range of 240 to 260. Okay. Now what would be the actual premium amount? Let us understand. Everybody stop writing, let me explain you. On 1st of January, suppose I sell call option. And on sale of call option, I receive premium rupees X. This is very simple. Don't write anything. Let me explain you. Second, I have sold call option, comma. So I have sold right that you may purchase security from me. If call option holder will exercise his right, comma, then he will buy security from me. It means I will sell security on 31st of December. Hence, today I will purchase security. Full stop. Everybody is requested to pay attention. See, I have sold right, and on selling right, I received the premium of rupees X. Now, what happens at say I have received premium X. I have sold right that you can sell security to me. I'm sorry, I have sold right that say you may purchase security from me. The opposite person, it means that say the call option holder, when he purchases a security from me, at that time I will sell security. As I am going to sell security at the end of the year, so today I will buy security. And this is given a name as the replica portfolio. Means whatever you are going to do at the end of the year, reverse of that say you will do today, that is given a technical name as the replica portfolio, and this is what say you are required to do. If at all you have a question right now, you just keep your question aside for the time being. I'll explain that to you in my gradual process. Third, today I will invest in security equal to hedge ratio. Now what is this hedge ratio? Hedge ratio means fraction of share or maximum one share in which I will invest today so that at the end of year I will have break-even point for both market price of equity share. Hedge ratio is calculated using following formula. So the formula which is used is like this. Spot price of the equity share is 2000. Price of the equity share may increase to rupees 2200. Price of the equity share, it may increase to rupees 3000. The price of the security may decrease to rupees 1000. This is market price of the share. Payoff. In the first case, the payoff is 800. That is 3000 minus 2200. In the second case, payoff is 0. Why? Because the option is not worth exercising in the second case. So difference between payoff is 2000. And difference between market price of the share is 800. Like that, say we are required to make the computation of the difference between payoff and difference between market price of the share to compute the hedge ratio. So hedge ratio is calculated as difference between payoff upon difference between market price of the share. That comes to 0.4 share. So now call option seller will buy security. So call option seller will invest in security. How much? Equal to hedge ratio. What is the spot price of equity share? 2000. Hedge ratio is 0.4. So what happens? Let's say we understand that say 2000 into 0.4. I require an amount of rupees 800. On sale of call option, I already have collected premium of rupees X. The remaining amount I will borrow. What is the amount that we borrow? Let us say that I borrow rupees Y. In short, in step number 1, very simple, you are required to make the computation of the hedge ratio. Then you are required to write this equation. Let's say an amount is borrowed and an amount is collected in form of premium. That's it. This is the step number 1. Step number 2, calculation of value of Y. We know that the market price of the equity share at the end of the year will be either 3000 or 1000. Friends, in both the cases, there will be a situation of no profit, no loss. So what I am doing, I am taking the base of 1000 for explanation of the answer. When we will do answer, I will explain you that's a 3000 also. Whether he will exercise his right, the answer is no, he will not exercise his right. Then in that case, sale 0.4 share in spot market. So what amount do we receive? We receive rupees 400. How 400 is calculated? 1000 into 0.4 less repayment of loan. What is the repayment of loan? 1.25y, because 25% is the rate of interest. Importantly, the profit or loss will be taken as 0. Why 0? Because we want to calculate the premium amount in an equilibrium situation. It means that the option seller is having no profit, no loss situation. Now, calculation of Y. 400 minus 1.25y is equal to 0. So 1.25 y is equal to 400. Y is equal to 400 divided by 1.25. That comes to rupees 320. So step number 2 is calculation of y, that is 320. Then step number 3, calculation of x. And what is the premium amount? Premium amount is 480. That is the way the premium amount is calculated as balancing figure, that is 480. These are the 3 steps in which we are required to do answer. Step number 1 is hedge ratio. Step number 2 is calculation of the value of y, in which right now I have given explanation to you taking the price of 1000. If at all we take the price of 3000, even in that case we will get the same answer. I will explain that to you in a little while. Once you have the value of y, step number 3 is calculation of x, and that is the premium amount 480. This is the way the premium amount is calculated. Now listen carefully. I am option seller. What I have done, friends, taking into account this, I have borrowed an amount of 320. I have collected premium of 480. And with this 800 rupees, I have made investment in security equal to hedge ratio, that is 0.4 share. At the end of the year, the price would be either 3000 or 1000. Whether he will exercise his right? Question mark. Yes in the first case, no in the second case. Let me complete the column of 1000. If he does not exercise his right, then sell security. On selling security, you will realize 400. That is 1000 into 0.4. Then you make a repayment of loan. What is the repayment of loan? 400, because 320 was borrowed at 25% for 1 year. So you have no profit, no loss. When the price is 3000, the opposite person to whom I have sold right will exercise his right. He comes to me with 2200 and he says that I want to buy security. I am telling him that see, exercises of the option will give you a gain of rupees 800, because you purchase from me at 2200, you sell in the market at 3000, so you get 800. So I am paying you 800 rupees. So I make payment of payoff. That is an amount of 800. Whatever the security 0.4 that I have, that I sell in the market. So 3000 into 0.4, I receive an amount of 1200. Repayment of loan is 400. And you can see that again the profit or loss is 0. So whether the price is 3000, I end up with the no profit, no loss. When the price is 1000, even in that case, I end up with the no profit, no loss. That is what we understand. If at all you do not want to write the payment of payoff, then in that case you can do something like this. Listen me carefully. I have sold right that you may purchase security from me. He says that so no, I want to buy security only. I said okay. So amount received equal to exercise price 2200. I want 1 share. I already have fraction of the share. Okay, I had purchased it. So in order to make it 1, I have to buy security 0.6 from the market. So buy 0.6 share. From spot market in order to make it 1, which I will give to the option seller. Option holder. 3000 into 0.6, that comes to 1800. So what will happen? 2200 minus 1800. It is again 400 minus 400, so 0. That is the way we will be having such a no profit, no loss, even if the price is 3000. This is what we understand. Now I want all of you to understand something like this, that why the formula of hedge ratio is like this. I explain that point after 5-10 minutes why the formula is like this. Except that say whatever the query that say you have, so you just ask me. So the heading write down, call option premium using binomial replica portfolio method. In the write down, step number 1, hedge ratio. I'll explain the derivation of the hedge ratio to you in some time. In that write down, spot price of the security is 2000. Price of the security may increase to 3000 or the price of the security may decrease to 1000. Payoff. In the first case, payoff is 800. In the second case, payoff is 0. Why? Because the option is not exercised. This is 2000. This is 800. Hedge ratio is difference between payoff upon difference between market price of the share. So it is 800 divided by 2000. So it is 0.4 share. With paragraph write down, call option seller will borrow rupees Y, comma, collect premium rupees X and will invest in security equal to hedge ratio X plus Y is equal to spot price into hedge ratio. X plus Y is equal to 2000 into 0.4. X plus Y is equal to 800. Step number 2, calculation of value of Y. Written in that, at the end of year, call option seller will have A. Liability to call option holder if he exercises his right. B.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Liability to repay loan rupees 1.25y. C. Holding asset equal to hedge ratio, that is 0.4 share. Now friends, there are three methods by which say we can compute the value of the y. I am writing all of them. My suggestion is that say you generally follow the situation wherein say the option is not exercised. At the same time, say doing the working with option is exercised is also valid, is also acceptable. And when the option is exercised, then in that case, say there are two methods by which you can do it. So whatever is the convenient to you, whatever is comfortable to you, you can do it. I am dictating everything to you, and all these things are conceptual. Nothing you are required to cram from examination point of view. Okay, whether he will exercise his right, the answer is no. In that case, sell 0.4 share in spot market. So it is 1000 into 0.4. That comes to 400. Next, repayment of loan. $1.25y. Net profit or loss is 0. That's it. This is the way you will have the first column, very simple. If at all you take the price 1000 as base, 3000, in that set the two methods are there. Whether exercise, yes. The option holder comes to your residence. You just tell him that I'll pay you payoff. Is that fine? He says okay. Then in that case you sell 0.4 share. So 3000 into 0.4. So you receive rupees 1200. Then the payment of payoff. You just tell him that say you just take the payoff. What is the payoff amount? We understand that say in that case the payoff amount is rupees 800. Then 1.25y. And so the final profit or loss is 0. Accordingly, we are required to make the calculation of answer. That is the second method. Now over here logically you can understand 1200 minus 800 is what? 400. Minus 1.25y is equal to what? 0. And with that say you can do answer. One another method is here. Call option holder will exercise his right. He says that say no, I want to buy security only from you. Okay. Then in that case you will have amount received equal to exercise price. Why? Because say he is exercising his right. So you receive an amount of 2200. Why? Because he is exercising his right. Okay. Now you have to give one share. You already have 0.4 share. So now you will buy 0.6 share. So purchase 0.6 share from spot market. So 3000 into 0.6, that comes to 1800. It is 3000 into 0.6. The repayment of the loan will be same 1.25i. Again, you can understand logically that that is nothing great. 2200 minus 1800, 400 minus 1.25i is equal to 0. So one of the three methods that say you can have say for calculation of the answer. That on the answer. So now we understand that say it is 400 minus 1.25y is equal to 0. So 1.25y is equal to 400. So 400 is equal to 400, sorry, y is equal to 400 divided by 1.25. That comes to 320. Now step number 3. Calculation of call premium. Rupees X. X plus Y is equal to 800. X is equal to 800 minus Y. So 800 minus 320. That comes to 480. Now understanding the derivation of the hedge ratio, understand carefully. Today's date is 1st of January. Spot price of the equity share is 2000. Market price of the security may increase up to rupees 3000, but it may decrease down to rupees 1000. Exercise price is rupees 2200. The time period of option is 1 year. Now we understand something like this. We know that say I sell option, that is it is call option. So I sell right that say you may purchase security from me. So when he will purchase security from me, at that point of time, I have to give security to him. So today I will make investment in security. That is what say we have understood our logic. Now, today investment is made in security equal to Z. Now, how Z is equal to Z? We understand that the Z is indicating that this is the hedge ratio. We assign a variable to hedge ratio, that is Z. Listen carefully what I am going to speak. Now friends, Z will always be less than equal to 1. Now why it would be less than equal to 1? For that say just I want you to hold yourself. I'll explain that say to you in the coming time. So what happened that say basically we understand that say we have borrowed rupees Y, we have collected premium rupees X, and we have made invested, that is investment in security equal to Z. So it is 2000 into Z. That is what we understand is the security in which I have made investment.